Lawyers of Reddit. What are some myths people actually believe about the law that drive you crazy? 1. The biggest one that comes to mind is the infamous McDonald's case. You've probably heard of it. A cranky customer spilled a bit of coffee while driving and decided to sue McDonald's for millions of dollars because it was too hot. How ridiculous. Coffee is supposed to be hot, right? In reality, the coffee was almost 200 degrees Fahrenheit, considerably hotter than what anyone would expect, and had caused several injuries before this incident. The elderly woman was actually parked and not driving at the time. She spilled the coffee on her lap and it caused third-degree burns on her genitalia, thighs and buttocks. She needed skin grafts and had to be hospitalized for more than a week. Initially, she only asked McDonald's to cover her hospital bills, and McDonald's replied with an insultingly low offer that only covered about 10% of the bill. A jury heard all of the facts, decided that the woman was actually 20% at fault for spilling the cup, and still found McDonald's 80% responsible for the incident. The case is sometimes called the poster child for frivolous claims. In reality, it is a prime example of anti-legal spin designed to discredit legitimate lawsuits. A documentary was created about the case, which argues that the widespread misconceptions were purposefully spread by McDonald's and other groups after the case to discourage litigation and encourage tort reform to prevent such frivolous cases. 2. If someone has debt and dies, their family does not have to pay it off. But some banks will try to get them to anyway in case they think they need to. 3. As Reddit has helped show lately, when a debt is owed in the United States, the debtor can pay the debtee with any valid currency, and the debtee must accept it. However, this only applies when a debt is owed. The guy at McDonald's does not have to break your $100 bill for a $2 cheeseburger, and the guy at the liquor store doesn't have to take your Ziploc baggies full of pennies for your Four Loko. When a good or service is being sold, it's up to the discretion of the seller whether or not they accept any given currency. 4. Contrary to popular belief, a husband and wife can be charged for the same crime. 5. That you can weasel out of a contract or break the law by trying to be clever with language and finding loopholes. Courts will apply the test of reasonableness. Would a reasonable person interpret the contract regulation the way you are trying to?